Hey guys, Jesse from PS4Daily.com here, and today we're taking a look at PS4 version update 2.50, aka the Yukimura update. So first off, we're going to take a look at the much touted feature, suspend resume. So you're going to go into the system settings, and you're going to go to the power save settings, and make sure that you have the keep application suspended section toggled on. If you've updated to 2.50, you should have it toggled on automatically, but I've heard some people not having it on, so just make sure just in case. So from there, we're going to start up a game or an application or whatever you want to. Here we are starting up Final Fantasy Type 0, which we also have a PSN weekly of. The game is so much fun. That's basically the general synopsis. Story isn't too good though, but it has potential. But yeah, so this is Yukimura, suspend resume. So we're going to go into continue and going to go where I currently am in the game, which is a boss battle, I think at the end of chapter 2 or beginning of chapter 3, somewhere along there. But here we see me in the game, and so we are going to just back out to the main menu, and you could alternatively just press and hold the PlayStation button and go to rest mode from there, but I didn't for some odd reason. And so we're just gonna do that. And so, just in a second, not exactly sure why it took so long to do this. Um, Whew, that's a really long time. What was I doing whilst I was making this video? Wow. But yeah, so there we go. Now we're gonna actually turn off the console. Then we're gonna switch to my video camera, which will show you actually turning on the console again with some shoddy editing skills. So we're going to click enter rest mode. It's going to put the PS4 in rest mode while also maintaining the status of your open applications. So here we are showing the PS4 is completely off, and then we're going to show it powering up again. Then we're going to jump back over to the PS4's main menu because real names and all that other stuff are on my PS4's login screen. I don't want to show that. So as you guys can see there, the PS4 is powering down. It kind of takes a little while to do that. One thing I don't like about the PS4, but whatever, it's not too big of a deal. You can also see my very high-tech setup with my two external hard drives, one feeding to the PS4 for captures, and the other one feeding to the laptop for Elgato captures. So capture, capture, capture. That's the life of me. But here we go. The PS4 is turning back on, so we're going to switch back to the Elgato gameplay. Here you can see me logging back into the PS4. There's the main menu, and then we're going to jump straight back into Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, which I'm still in the same state. So there we go. It only took about 20 seconds to boot, and that's with me having around 900 gigabytes of my hard drive space taken up. I've heard that it takes 15 seconds for some people to do theirs, but it might depend on your hard drive space. But here we go, and that's suspend and resume. So we're going to resume with the Yukimura preview. And this is what you're going to see when you first boot up your PS4 after updating to Yukimura. First thing you're going to notice is that the PlayStation Store and the PlayStation Now icons have been removed from the toolbar at the top of the XMB, and they're now sitting in the applications menu. And now we're going to go over to the share screen. You can see the save screenshot, and what I would assume would be the save video icon are both now square. And then we're going to shoddily jump to a trophy section, and we're going to delete the Order 1886 trophies because you can delete trophies now that have 0%. And I completely forgot to do this in the original video, so again, shoddy editing. We're going to jump back into the proper video here in a second after we delete Shadow Warrior, and don't delete Costume Quest 2. So here we go back into the actual thing. I'm going to go to Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, show off the new sorting options for the trophy section of the PS4, as well as the new privacy settings. So here you can see you can choose who can view your specific trophy sets. So for instance, I could make a one game viewable to all my friends, while only a select crop of people could view certain other friends or certain other things. So here you can see that you can organize your trophies by the original layout, rarity when you earn them, as well as ones you haven't earned, and the date. So that's very handy, a feature that I used a lot on the PS4 to kind of see where I was in terms of gaining trophies when I actually felt like going for the Platinum Trophy Very useful for Gravity Rush, Sly Cooper 1, I believe, as well as PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which I would love to get a remaster of. That game was a lot of fun to me. But yeah, we're going to cycle through all of the sorting options, and then we're going to post trophy status. You can do that you can post it to either Facebook or Twitter, or send it in a message. Now, this is going to send basically the trophy description, as well as the image, to whomever you decide, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, or someone more specific on a PlayStation Network message. So that can be very useful for certain things. We're not going to show off the ability to take screenshots when you actually gain a trophy, because that would take way too much time. But yes, you can do that now. Then we're going to go into the new accessibility options. This is great for a very wide audience of people. Here you can do text-to-speech, zoom, invert color, larger text, bold text, high contrast, closed captions, and all that other good stuff. So we're going to test out the text-to-speech. I'm going to cycle through some of the voices, as well as the speeds, and then you have the volume control. I'm going to go into zoom. You can zoom it by pressing the touchpad and the PlayStation button simultaneously. You have two options to zoom. You have the close one, then you have the normal view. So it's not very, so you have just those two options to zoom. It's not very good per se, but I mean, hey, it's helpful in the long run. Then you can invert colors, which kind of makes it all trippy and stuff. You're going to turn that off, and then go to larger text, which I didn't notice any difference. As you guys can see, I lingered over here for a second to kind of see if I've noticed anything, but I didn't. Maybe that's an in-game thing, I don't know. But bold text, that's a very surefire difference. As well as high contrast. High contrast looks very nice, and I can see that being useful when you have certain themes enabled, because the colors do kind of wash out or kind of block out certain aspects of the UI. Here you can display closed captions. I think that'd be useful for movies and stuff. This might work in game as well. I didn't actually test it, but that would be interesting if it does. And we're going to cycle through all the options. You have a bevy of options to choose from, different font sizes, different opacities of the text itself, as well as the backgrounds. So if you wanted to, which you're going to see in the end of this little section, you could have the opacity of the background text to 0%. So you'll see just the base text itself overlaid on top of whatever you're seeing on your television screen. So that looks very elegant and interesting. If that's really the look that you prefer to go for. And then here you can change the color of the text. You can change the size of the text as well. A lot of options for those kind of people who need closed captions, especially for those instances where you're with a loved one and you want to turn off the sound, but you just want to also want to be able to understand what is actually going on, especially if you don't have a headset on you. Then you can also reset the options if you want to. And we're going to go into button assignments. Hands down, for me, the most surprising addition to this firmware. Here you can reassign all the buttons, sans the PlayStation button, the options button, the share button, and the touchpad. So here you guys can see I changed it to a Japanese setup, which circle is to confirm and X is to cancel. And I got kind of confused here because I thought I had changed it back already, and turns out I hadn't. You have to go to confirm to actually change it back. So you're gonna see me kind of fiddle around with stuff for a brief second. So you guys can see I thought I couldn't change the triggers and the bumpers, but that was just me pressing X instead of pressing circle. So you have to confirm the options, go back into it, and then there we go. Now we can change it again if we want to, as you guys can see here. So very useful for certain games, and I think for PlayStation Now as well. Then we just reset the settings because that's not what I wanted. Then we can go to add quick menu. This will add a quick menu to this will add quick options for displaying closed captions and accessibility or text-to-speech, as well as the buttons. Yeah, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Jesse with PS4Daily.com, and I'll see you guys later.